Well, guys. Welcome back to a 3 week hiatus of me being a total jackass and ignoring everybody. Sorry, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. I know I promised videos and doing this and doing that. I got no excuse. I just been busy. My training was very zoned in the last since I started this prep. Um, I just wasn't feeling the videos at that. I mean, when I mean that, I mean I just want to get in there and train, um, and stay at the same gym doing the same stuff. Uh, it was just clicking. That's all I can. I guess that's the best way I can do it. I, I I didn't want to train in here because of how the training was going so well in the other gym all the time. I didn't want to fuck shit up. Um, So that's why I wasn't doing videos, because I really do hate filming in public places. I don't I don't like it. I feel like I'm in people's way, and I've talked about this shit before. I'm not comfortable. I'm comfortable with it, but I'd rather do my videos in my own gym where I have privacy and I don't have to whisper and all that jazz. So that's the main reason. But let's just fill you in a little bit about how this cut's going. The best one so far. Weight wise, I think I've dropped. I'm under 20 pounds of weight dropped. Probably, I think of my check-in date I did was Sunday, and I was 224. 224. So that's about 14 pounds I've dropped in the last 5 weeks. This is week 6, I believe. I hope it's somewhere in there. 5 ended, so this is week 6. So, but the thing is, this time I don't have as much. I don't need to drop, 20 pounds, 30 pounds to get lean. This time it's coming off very easily, very easily, and I don't have a lot. The body fat's coming down. It's really crazy how my physique's changed in such a short time this time. Um, Cardio, I'm doing an hour a day, uh, probably 4 out of 7 days a week. And then the other days, I'm doing 30 to 40 minutes. And I do tread, bike, and elliptical. I just rotate between there depending on how my knee starts to get a little funky on the tread after a while. So um, that's kind of how it goes. But besides that, the training's been great. The cut's been great. I'm dieting at literally 2,600 calories right now, and I'm still dropping weight. So I'm not adjusting my caloric intake until I 100% stop seeing change. Because why the fuck would I? Why would I dial it in even deeper and suffer even more when the body fat's coming off? You just don't do that. You might think more is better, but I mean, personally, I think I'm weeks ahead of where where I should be. So why would I dig myself a deeper hole and come in even more shredded even earlier than I need to? There's just slow and steady, man. Slow and steady. The more you burn and the more you just fucking deplete right away, well, goodbye muscle, right? So you will chew that off, definitely. Today we're going to train shoulders. I think I was going to do arms. But I'm going to do shoulders today. I want to get that out of the way. I did arms Sunday, so 2 days ago anyway, and it was just an extra day. I did 6 out of 7 days last week with 1 day rest. I used yesterday as my rest day for this week, so I'll probably blow right through the rest of the week training from Tuesday to Sunday, adding probably there an extra arm day in there, an extra leg day. One of those two still keep getting hammered on. Strength's been decent. It hasn't dropped at all too much. Shoulders, still have some issues with my neck and shoulder, but I'm fighting through it. It's much, much better. And this this arm that I've been having issues with in my elbow. But again, it's not stopping me. It's not to the point of no return. I can't do it. So we just keep pushing it through. But yeah, that's it. So I'm going to go. Well, this is done. I'm going to go get ready, basically change. And then you and I are going to get into some shoulders today. I'm going to show you too, guys. I got some new equipment in my gym. Maybe we'll show that, or maybe we won't. But I don't know. Fuck. Alrighty. Somebody's talking to me over there. Okay, so we're gonna get warmed up. We're gonna do some lateral raises on the tower here. Light. I want to get as much blood flow into these shoulders and through the arm, anywhere I've got issues, to get it nice and warm. So when I go to put on the big loads, we're good to go. This camera view is terrible, isn't it? It's a fucking window. I'm gonna put the camera outside the windows, I guess. Oh yeah. Well, it's going. It's working. It's burning. Blood is definitely flowing in there. The key with this guy, you guys, is you don't want your traps to start to do most of the work on this movement. But it starts to get tough at the end, and you're really burning out, and you're pushing through the reps on lateral raises. A lot of your traps engage. So does around your scapula, mid-trap area starts to engage too. You'll feel it. The goal there is to concentrate on just keeping it to the outside of your delts, okay? That mind-muscle connection is extremely important when it comes to movements that are going to have other body parts that are going to want to engage to help. Definitely lateral raises is one of them. It doesn't matter how you do them. Dumbbell, machine, cable, it all fucking, it'll eventually engage. So be mindful of that. Change it when you can so it's not happening. Meaning, slow it down. Don't use such heavy weight. I mean, there's a lot of options there. So you'll see here, I'm going to leave this little weight on, which is not a lot. It's 10 on each side. And normally I do about, well, fuck. When I normally do this movement, it's not done on a free weight lateral machine. It's done on a pin stack machine, like an Atlantis or what's that other one called that we have? Oh my god, my brain's not working. But anyway, so it's different. It's hard to explain. This one's a lot more humbling. I normally do about 160 pounds on the machine laterally. So you do the investigating why 20 pounds on here and 160 on a pin-loaded one is easy, right? So, anywho, we're going to do this again, and then I'm going to take the weight up on this guy, I'm guessing. I'm going to keep doing this until I feel my shoulders are warm, by the way. And when I say warm, I mean, so I get all the aches, pains, all the things that kind of hamper my shoulder training. I make sure those are pretty much minimal before I start throwing on a lot of weight and using big loads to train. And sometimes that takes 3 sets. Sometimes lately it's taken me 30 minutes before I feel like I'm right at the end of my workout. Sometimes I've been straight training for an hour and a half, and I'm just finally warm. So, and all the little aches and pains are gone. So I don't know. But I just keep doing this until I'm warm, and I'm feeling warm. And you know what I mean. I mean, the blood's in there. You kind of feel a nice pump. The aches are slowly going away. That sort of thing. That's warm to me. Like I said in the other videos, you'll never see me lay down and stretch. Ever. So I've trained for over 20 years. Never strained a muscle in the gym, never pulled a muscle, never done anything ridiculous like that. And let me tell you, that wasn't because I stretched every day. As long as your muscles are warm and you're feeding into your workouts, that's all you need to do. I might roll around on a roll. I might roll out or use a ball or do whatever sometimes, but that's not to help my workout. That's because something's impeding my workout. I've got a knot, or I've got this, or I've got that. I need to get it out to keep that movement steady and going where it needs to go in the right direction. And sometimes you got to roll out, but it's definitely not something I do unless I have to do it. Same with stretching. I will stretch. A lot of you guys don't know or don't see when I'm training, I kind of do stretch a little bit between each set. Again, depending on what I'm doing, depending on what I need to do, I will do that. I'll use bands and that, especially for my shoulders and neck. But just to use it as simple warm up to prevent injury, useless. So I'm going to grab more weight. We're going to stack it on there and we're going to keep going. All right, we just doubled the weight. I should move this camera so you don't just see. Is this better? I mean, this is why I'm a pro photographer or whatever. Cinematographer. I don't know. That's not a word. I don't know, guys. Well, you know what? Let's try over here. Oh, yeah, this is going to be epic. Maybe a little bit better. I don't know. Don't matter. I'm no film guru here. Could you hear that? You probably could. It's delicious. Delicious ice cold water. Holy shit, you know what? Just so you know, normally the last time we've been filming, we've been in like blizzard whiteout storms. What's the date today? March 17th? 16th? Somewhere in there? We're going to be plus 10 today. In March. It's fucking great. It's supposed to be warm all week. Every day is supposed to be pluses. It's nuts for here. All right, we're going to go up again. We're going to go back up another 10 on each side. Okay, we're going to do one more set of these guys. And then we're going to move on to seated shoulder press. And again, I'm going to probably start light and work up in that into my working sets on that one again. I kind of doing this with shoulders until they're 100% back to normal, which I don't know if I'm going to get there this year. It's going to take a while. But that way when I'm feeding in like that, no matter what, like I did it with this guy, and yes, I'm going to do that with the press. It gives me the same thing. It's easier to, you think it's going to pre-exhaust me going into my very heavy working sets, but it's actually saving me from you're actually touching and feeling the load and the weight working up. So when you're adding, and normally I had say 25 pounds aside every time as an increment, it's not as much as when you just slap 225 on after doing like 145 or whatever the case may be, 150. Working up in 20, 25 to 30, 40, 50 pound increments definitely saves my shoulders a bit more, especially when there's issues. So that's kind of why I do it. And then after that movement, what the press has done, we're just straight on to working sets to finish off everything. So on all the other movements. Oh shit. Oh, fuck. Holy, that hit a wall quick. You guys, if you've never used a lateral tower of any kind, free weight like I have, or a cable pin loaded stack weight one, Canada, Atlantis, Nautilus, those types of ones, just throw them in on your shoulder day, especially when you're focusing on the lateral head of your shoulders, man. It's what everybody needs to do. To me, it's because you're locked in. You've got no room to get sloppy. You've got no room for other muscle groups to help engage except for your traps, which are just tensing. They're not actually like physically contracting in a way like a muscle would when you're moving a weight against it. It's just pretty much staying tight. They're game changers for shoulders, man. So use them if you got the chance. All right. So now we're going to do some Smith shoulder press. Like I said, we're going to feed into this one too. Let the shoulders adapt to it. And then pound out one good working set, maybe with an intensifier behind it. Ooh, what does that mean here? Oh, fuck. Even that hurts. Jesus moly. Oh, there we go. Oh, the seat's not right. I was sliding everywhere. Somebody armor-rolled this seat or something. Felt like every rep I was sliding down the seat, so there, that'll make things better. Give her a bit of an incline. Oh, my shoulders, man. I don't know what I did to them. Just, it's like right around both collarbones and my traps. It's really bizarre. Really bizarre, but just gotta keep pushing through it. It's not debilitating yet, so it's gotten better and better. It's just takes a lot of warming up to do. And people with shoulder problems that train all the time, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Because a lot of us have this issue. And where does it stem from? Mine stems from being a retard when I was younger and just bench pressing every other day. As heavy as I could bench press. That's what I would do. I would go in and just push weight every other day. Every other day I did that for like ever. And I was young, right? So then it's like, is this beneficial? I don't see anybody else benching every day. And this was before training and gyms were as trendy as they are nowadays. There wasn't a lot of people in the gyms, and there definitely wasn't anybody in there just there to look good. They're there to train. So, oh, it's a different world. Let's do this again. Oh, shit. Yeah, last week was the first week I did a full shoulder workout. I think most of the days I've been going into, I feel good, and then you get to the pressing part and it's over. It just shuts me right down. I've went back to this way of doing presses on here on the Smith machine instead of using like plate loaded shoulder presses, dumbbells, especially dumbbells. Dumbbells fry my shoulders. Like they're so, and I don't mean in a good way. Like that's how they get hurt for using dumbbells, and don't ask why. So I just brought it back to this simple, and it seems to be a bit better, but not great. So I just would go in and test it, stretch it while I was training. Last time I used the ball a lot, trying to get all the pain and knots out of the rear delt. I do get tissue work every month too, guys. It's not like I'm not doing all that other due diligence. So it's just one of those things. So, but what would happen is I would just test the waters. I'd go in, do what I could do, and then when the fucking neck pain came back, because it's when you get it, you get it. I would just go do cardio. I'd just stop, and that was my shoulder day. 2 movements, 3 movements, gone. So it'd be nice to get it back to a hundy, but I'm still waiting. It's been many months now. So this happened before I started cutting. So bizarre. It's bizarre, guys. All right, let's keep warming this shit up. It's not there. Ugh. 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 Oh, fuck. So, my normal, when I'm 100 on here, I'm normally shoulder pressing 260 something for reps. That's my my shoulder press weight. I've never tried my max ever, but that's just what I'm comfortable with. Yeah, normally 2.5. Yeah, 225 minimum, and then I kind of go up from there. So, right now I'm at a whopping 135. So I'm gonna go up next set. Sometimes I find too, when it starts getting heavier and heavier, the pain gets less and less. It's just weird. All right, I'm gonna grab some water. I'm gonna add some more weight to this bad boy. All right, so we've now doubled it. We'll do 225. It's not 225. $210. Oh man. I'm quite confused right now. It is 225. My God, Ryan. So yeah, my working weight, I'm just running numbers, sorry. My working weight on here normally would be 260. So that's what I was just trying to figure out. I was doing the math. I'm like, this doesn't add up, but it's 260. So, whew. Let's try this guy. 225. Let's see how it feels. Hopefully it feels like butter. Shit. It should. Oh, that's. Oh, fuck that shoulder. Oh, hey. Oh, oh, fuck. Shit. Sorry, guys. That's fucking killing the shoulder. Fuck. We're gonna do that again. You see how much I was shaking? Like, I felt like I was all done with my right arm. All of it. It wasn't, though. But, oh, that hurt more than I expected it to. Holy fuck. If you guys have any tips for shitty shoulder injuries, man, I'd love to hear it. I'm normally pretty good. This is an issue I used to have when I was younger. Was, like I said, how I got it is my own fault. But up till this happened, my shoulders were good for a long time. Like, and when they're this bad, this is what it used to normally be like when I was younger. This is in my 20s. That it would be 6 months of just training through pain and hell on shoulder day, and then 6 months of just nothing, and then back. It would kind of go back and forth like that. So I'm hoping we're not back to that. So that's why I said, like, I've done everything in my arsenal that I can do for training, for rehab, for tissue work, for everything. So if there's something else out there that I'm missing, just drop me a message. And if you guys notice, I do not ever, and I don't teach anybody, when you're doing shoulder press, I never bring that bar low. You want to fuck your shoulders up, bring it down to your chin. Get those joints working, guys. You'll fucking blow your shoulders out so quick, shoulder pressing. Bring it down to about eye nose level, okay? That is full range. This bullshit down to here, oh, I need all this range. No, fuck that. Your range is from here to here to here, squared up. Not here. What do you think, guys? Let's just use some common sense. Is your muscle working? No, it's joint. Joint, muscle, joint. Stay away from that. Trust me. And never do these behind your head either. I don't see anybody doing them anymore like that, but again, you want to fuck shoulders up? Come talk to me. I'll tell you exactly how to do it. But yeah, luckily I don't see any pulling behind the head or pushing behind the head anymore. And yeah, some old school guys would be like, that's the best way to train. Yeah, fuck off. Not in my world. It ain't working like that. It's healthy, safe, and move weight. That's what you want to do. There's a point with range of motion where too much is too much. And I could go on about other things, like people doing leg extensions with their legs starting fucking behind them and cranking them up. Really? Like, oh. Well, I feel a rage rant coming on now. I'm not going to do it, guys. Okay, let's knock out one more whiny, painful fucking set of these bad boys and get out of here and move on to something different. If I can get through this, though, this is huge, man. This is two sets of 225, even though the last set was shit. It's coming. It's painful, but it's coming. And you might be like, well, why don't you just drop the weight? Dude, I've been dropping weight and working with high volume and reps for forever. Sometimes you just gotta fucking go and give her nuts, right? So, but you gotta know your body. Yep. Ah. Oh. fucking sliding everywhere too. Arching my back. That's terrible. I get frustrated. I get very frustrated with this shit. Very frustrated. But anywho, let's move on. I'm going to do some face pulls next. I'm stopping there. I'm not going to add more weight, even though I'm only doing 6 or 7 reps of shit. I'm just happy we moved some shit here. So let's move on. Okay, we're going to do some face pulls. So, rear delt. I think not enough people work on their rear delts. It really gives you a nice big bubbly shoulder. And from behind, it looks phenomenal. You guys keep watching this channel on my shorts, because I'm going to be posting some back photos from the weekend. You can see how much has changed over a short period of time. I might post some other ones, but if you're not seeing any updated pictures on the videos, it's because I don't have time to go pose and do my shit. So they'll show up somewhere on here in shorts or whatever when I do have time. It's tough right now to get this training in with the workload, and there's other things I have to do when I have my downtime, which is my training in the day. I still, on certain weeks, have running around to do. So, I mean, there's never enough time in the day, but there's too much time in the day. That was a mind-blowing statement, what I just said there. Mind-blowing. Deep. Okay, so what we're going to do, so we're just going to pull this rope, drive your elbows back, and this is going to come into your face. Arms up, drive back, and out. Now, you should feel this in the rear delts behind you, on your back. That's where that is located. Up high. And that's exactly where we're isolating. Now, what I feel is my rear delts and all the pain in my neck and my traps on both sides now. But anyway, I'm just going to pretend I don't feel it. We're going to keep going. And the key is to keep your arms. A lot of people start dropping them down and they're pulling in like this. Straight back. You should feel those shoulder blades come together, you know? That's what you want. Now, I'm feeling it up here too. From my neck into my upper traps. And that's my issue. That's why luckily my shoulders are decent. And they respond well. So I've been lucky that how little I've been training them. But you really want that pain to piss off and be able to train at 100. You know, it's mentally a fuck around in your head when you're doing one body part 50% while the others are getting dominated. But in my case, you're just thankful that it's one of the spots that you can kind of be like, it's not walk away from it, leave it again this week. You're not going to shrink in the shoulders, you know. So, and it doesn't even matter. Even if I just stopped, nothing's going to shrink for a while. You know, people think things happen like this. Oh, I've been away for a week. I've lost my strength. I've lost size. Nothing changes, you guys. Nothing. Unless you're not eating, then your muscle's going to fucking deteriorate. But besides that, I'm guessing you're eating. So you'll be fine. Takes a very long time, like a very long time, to start losing muscle, especially strength. Yeah, it can happen within 3 months, probably, I would say. But it's not just normal. It pops back extremely quick, but it's not I'm losing it. It's just the muscles are, they're loose. They haven't been contracted and moved consistently for a certain period of time. So they're a little lazy, That's the way to look at it. Okay, so we're going to do more face folds here. Fuck. So this is light right now. I'm at 100 pounds. I normally do this movement at 150, but I'm feeling it so much in my neck that it's not. So I don't know what that looked like, but I was doing different things to see if I could feel it. Like I kind of brought my arms down for a little bit, and then I was driving a little lower than higher. I was just seeing whereabouts in my neck I was feeling it less, and seeing if I would still be able to hit my rear delts with it. And really, it didn't matter. Even up, low, down, it still fucking hurt. So, here's what it is, right? So we are going to finish this set, knock this guy out, and then I'm going to try to do one more thing. And then this shitty fucking shoulder day, which isn't that bad, actually, is over with. And then we won't have to, I probably won't film another shoulder workout for this whole prep just because how bad it is. Maybe I will once it's better, and I'll be like, see? Way better now. But that's if it gets better. One thing I'm finding with this diet, just the last week or two, is that I'm getting more and more edgy, a little more moody, a little less wanting to deal with stupid. And that happens with every prep. It's due to being hungry and tired. That's all it is. I'm not sleeping well right now. Ever since last Wednesday, Thursday, and today's Tuesday, the following week, my sleep's been shit. I'm not falling asleep. If I am falling asleep, I'm waking up 2 hours later, and I'm not falling back asleep right away, and it's shitty. So it's nice when I have clients. Like, I've already seen 4 people today. Now this is my break for 2 hours, and then I've got fucking 7 more this afternoon. Today's a shit day. And it's going to be a struggle, but it helps when my clients don't talk. Now, if that sounds harsh or rude, sometimes it's best just to come in and fucking work out. Let's do our shit. Don't poke the bear. Don't fucking, let's just work out sometimes and not talk about fucking life and this, that, and the other. Read the room, That's all I gotta say. Okay, let's finish this off. Oh, fuck my neck. Yeah, see, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this more because I'm not feeling it in my neck anymore. And the weight, like, I could have done another 10. Something just released. Like, that's what I mean. We've almost been doing this for an hour already. And now my shoulders are starting to feel warm and a little looser and not as, except for this side of my neck. It's starting to work. Everything's starting to move the way it should. Less pain, too. So let's just take a break. We're going to do one more of these, and I'm going to make a decision if we're going to go and do these other laterals that normally really fucking rank my neck up. or if I'm just going to do one more working set on these face pulls and shut her down for 3 movements, because to be honest, 3 is the most I've done in probably 3 months, 2 months for sure. So, all right. Okay. That was about a 10-second rest. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to try the lateral raise I was talking about and just see how it feels on this right side, and that'll give me the answer I need to know if I can push a 4th movement out or not. And I haven't done any intensifiers. Like, I'm just doing the meat and potatoes with my shoulders right now. Like, just a couple of lateral movements, a face pull, and a press, and out the door. So, and if I can do that and then start doing that consistently, and things are better, then we'll start doing all the fancy shit with intensifiers and whatnot. But until then, don't. Anybody that's got an injury and is doing what I'm doing, don't do any fancy shit until it's 100%. Like, I mean, don't do the intensifiers. Don't do anything crazy. I know I'm giggling right now, and I shouldn't have to say it, but there are times when you feel, 60% okay, like me, and we're going through this, and like, oh, I haven't done an intensifier or anything, so this workout shit. No, it doesn't work like that when you're working on an issue. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes it's just get the movements in, get as many reps in with as much workload as you can do in a safe way without hurting yourself more, and finish that body part off. Let it rest for the rest of the week and hit it again next week. That's the way to do it. And if you're really fucked up, don't train it at all. Like, oh yeah. Dude, I could keep going. Like, now it's flowing. And that was 130. So I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to hook this up. I'm done. We're going to finish with face pulls for now. I'm happy with that. And we're going to try this lateral movement and see if we can do it or not, and then go from there. Okay, we're going to do this lateral movement here. I'm doing lateral cable raises, no handle. I'm just grabbing the cable, bringing it up, bringing it back, bringing it up, bringing it back. When you're doing this, again, I'm going to start with my shitty side, the side that's beat up the most, because I don't want to do the other side and do 15 reps, 20 reps, whatever I do. Feels great, and I go to the bad side and do 6. So, again, start with your weaker side, start with the injured side. See how many you do, match it on the other side. Don't do more either, okay? Feels pretty good, I'm not going to lie. It's pretty light, too. But I don't know if I'm going to take the weight up. It's burning. I'm not going to take the weight up. 2. Ooh, that's good. And that was my shit side. Woo! Happy. Now, you notice I'm not using a handle. I'm just grabbing the ball. I mean, don't do that. Just grabbing the ball, and palm is facing out. It's not like the handle that I have here, and I'm driving like this. My hand's like this, okay? And I'm raising it up like a hammer lateral raise. Ooh. So, again, when you feel the burn in your traps, that means your traps are overpowering your shoulder. Any lateral movement, your traps are going to engage on, like they are right now. You don't want to burn your traps out on these things. You want your shoulders to burn, not your traps. So, my right side, the beat up side, fine. Isolated the shit out of it. Didn't go to my traps at all. For some reason, the left side, the last two, started to burn into the trap. So, I'm aware of it. And that's just how finicky I am. Like, the key to strength training is isolating muscle groups, guys. Not going in trying to see how many muscle groups can help move the weight with the muscle you're isolating. That's what compound movements are for. Notice how I barely took a break? I wouldn't normally do that. But this weight is a little lighter than it should be, but I'm not taking it up. Because I want to keep this shoulder so isolated that it doesn't affect my traps or my neck issues. One more. Didn't do it again. So now I got to do that on this side. And for some reason, I don't know why, it's a little more difficult. Oh, nice. Still a little bit of burn coming up into the trap, but not too bad. It's loose. I'm feeling loose now. I feel like it's full of blood. Everything's loose. It's great. It's great. That's what I want. We're going to do one more movement. One more set. And then these guys are done. And we're done. Shoulders are done. Isn't that great? And then, I don't know what video we're going to do next week. Maybe we'll do one on the weekend. I don't know. I don't know. It's been a while, though, I'll tell you that. I would like to do a whole week of videos. Oh. Woo! Fuck, that's good. Nice. All right. Really happy with that. You know, yeah. I'm just going to shut up. I'm just going to shut up now. Oh, fuck, that side's burning. Woo! All right, children, we're done. That's where I'm leaving it. I'm happy with that. My training, like I said at the beginning of the video, has been phenomenal. This workout is normal for shoulders. The rest of my body, every other muscle group is getting fucking annihilated on in this prep. Everything has a intensifier on it. Lots of supersets too. So the training's it's been great. So I'm really happy that I was able to do 4 movements today on shoulders. It's a step in the right direction for me. And as soon as these shoulders are 100%, we'll be working them out like we work the rest of our body and destroying it. This prep has been great, like I said, and my training's been fucking amazing. So I'll be going now from Tuesday to Sunday straight through the gym. I had a rest day yesterday, like I said, and we will be. You'll see. We'll be smoking some good videos now. Now that this is rolling again, every week, and that's a promise. And I know I've said I've said that 100 times, but we're good now. I've got the mindset of making sure we get a video in. Even with the training, as good as it's been, I can step back a little bit and get the videos done again. So thank you for watching. We'll be doing some physique updates on here. They might be in the shorts too. I don't know, but they'll be on here. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Like it, subscribe. I've only got 3 followers.